People of the internet, since 2020, we have seen a shift in Joe Rogan. He has become more political. He has promoted candidates. He has pushed agendas. He has done it all involving the world of politics. But yet, with all this stuff he's been doing, we've never been completely sure that Joe Rogan has sold out. He's always been kind of towing the line like, yeah, he has some political sway, but yeah, he still chooses what he does. He's not owned by anybody. He's his own man. Well, today I have two statements from Joe Rogan himself that showed that he has completely sold out and he's gone. The Joe Rogan, the curious guy, the guy that brought on weird guests that we were all interested to hear from, that guy is no longer here. These two statements confirm it for me that Joe Rogan is bought and paid for by a certain political party. Now, before we go forward, I'm not promoting any political agenda or either American political party here. I don't play those games. I am just showing you that we lost a man that promised to always keep it 100 in the podcast world on his podcast. One guy that really tried to tell us he spoke for people. He knew that we deserved better, that everyone deserved better, and he was kind of the guy that could possibly bring us together. Well, no longer. So let's go forward and show you the first clip here. This was from the Fight Companion recently, UFC Fight Night 254. Here we go.
And then I see Trump come up. I saw the whole fucking thing. Trump walking straight to you and gave you a big fucking hug, and he's whispering sweet nothings in your ear. I'm like, holy, they're like, this shit right here. Like, I was like, what the fuck? He goes right to you, man. Look at that. He didn't want to talk to John Attic. He was right to you.
He knew you were ready for the fucking handshake pull. So he was like,
he just came to give me a hug that time.
Dude, look at that. And what did he say?
He gave DC the left hand. He basically said I won him the election.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
How crazy is that?
Did you hear that? He said that he won him the election. Now, if you do something and you have so much sway over a certain demographic that you can win the president election, you've sold out. You've completely sold out. There is no way a person wins someone election without some deal being cut. And I know everyone's like, well, the Kamala thing didn't happen because of Kamala, blah, blah, blah. Do we really believe that? I don't know. I think Joe Rogan sided here, and it's okay. But I don't think giving space to both candidates was ever going to happen. I just don't think it was ever going to happen. And, you know, we'll just leave it at that. Now, let's go on to the second one, because this one is a clear message that Joe Rogan has drawn a line in the sand, and he will no longer be the middle, right? Or the guy that's curious, that pushes topics, that holds people accountable on both sides. That's not who he is. And this statement is pretty clear.
Where's that at?
I don't know.
See if Jamie could find it. Fucking unbelievable, man. I'm super impressed.
Montreal, UFC 315, May 10th.
Wow. I won't be there. I don't go to Canada anymore. I don't.
No, nor should you. No, discipline.
Yeah, I'd rather go to Russia.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
When they become the U.S., you never know.
That's never going to happen. That's so crazy. They asked them to be the 51st state. I had a conversation with Trump about it. He goes, I started calling him Governor Trudeau just for fun.
Now, look, Joe Rogan aligned himself there by saying he'll never go to Canada. Is, you know, if you're in America, I don't know how this happened, but now we're in this big social, political, I don't know, battle with Canada. And I'm not here to play sides. I just know that when Joe Rogan says that, that's clearly a side of our political party, that he's saying, I stand with them. And that's it. Now, you may be going, it's not wrong for him to choose a political side, whatever. You're right. It's not wrong. People are allowed to choose what side of the politics I want. But a guy that claimed to be someone that is free, that's not bought and paid for, that chooses his own media, has clearly shifted away from who he was in the beginning and has now become a full-blown political pundit. That's what I'm trying to get at you here. That it's sad that this guy is no longer who he claimed to be, and that in the end, he chose money. He's always chose money. We were duped, which gives me feelings that Joe Rogan is something more than just a political pundit, that he might be very heavily aligned, because you look back at his early days brought in with Disney, NBC deals, and he has always been chasing the money wherever he goes. I think Joe Rogan is bought and paid for. Let me know in the comments. Please just keep away from the political comments about who you side for, what's right or wrong. Nobody cares, right? Nobody cares. Like, we're all got different opinions about politics, and it's just not fun to talk about. But let me know what you think about Joe Rogan selling out. Why do you think he sold out? What happened to him? He was a different guy, and slowly since COVID, he has completely changed. It's sad because politics is everywhere. And it was nice to listen to somebody talk to a dinosaur bone hunter, or a guy that's working on curing cancer, or I wasn't going to say Bert Kreischer because, nobody really enjoys that. But at the end of the day, the man has changed. Let me know in the comments what you think.
Know you like to bang, don't stay.